Alright, so we're gonna bust out a little Kydex holster for my little Phoenix Duty flashlight. I already have it wrapped up in the painter's tape just to kind of keep any of the texture points or even the components from getting the Kydex down in there when it's nice and hot. It's something you don't really want. It's a little bit too much retention. So just got another order of Kydex in. So we're going to start busting some more shit out. Next on the agenda is to make a body camera mount for a buddy of mine who's got a dog shit old school body camera. I also picked up a couple of different options for the mounting system. The Kydex part is the easy part. Setting up a good mounting system is when it can get a little tricky at times. So grabbed a couple of 2-inch and a couple of 3-inch Molly quick attach systems. They're nothing fancy. They're called comes from Holster Build Molly Attachments is the company. So we'll go with one of these, see which one fits best. And I have a couple different ideas in mind of the way we're going to bust this thing out. We'll try a single sheet with a wrap over first, see if I like that. And if that's no good, then we're going to go 2 pieces and lay them on top of each other. So stand by for more.
Tough sport or just fun? Tough sport. Pac-Man has a question for you.
See, with the pitch count, what you think the pitchers from when you play and right now, what is the difference? I know it's to speed up the game, but do you think it's a pro or con as a pitcher?
I think I like the pitch clock, and I think it speeds up like the little garbage stuff in the game. Guys stepping out, adjusting their batters, pitching off the walking around the mound, all the way, just gets them in a better rhythm. And I heard you guys talking earlier about pitch counts and strong.
So you'd think I'd learn to wear gloves because that's hot as shit every single time I do it. But I guess we'll see how it turns out. I think I cut it a little short, but I don't think it's going to be anything I can't work with. Stand by for more. So we got one other issue we need to address. Waiting for this thing to finish. Also, this little homemade press is about seeing its last go. We got the hinge blown out on the back side here, just from use and abuse, but it's gotten me this far. But anyway, can't make Kydex without a little bit of liquid encouragement, so we're gonna reload. Got our little cold stones, and let's get a little whiskey drink in there.
That it still has kind of the status of what it used to when you were playing.
That I realized right away, like game 1. Next time in the empty stadium, you know it's going to be a dog fight. And the thing about those games are, they're never over. You get on base for like all these different strategies in a 9-0 game. You know what I mean? So it's fun to play that game, and I think it's always going to have the prestige where it's like a bones in there.
Yeah, smart. Hey, listen, not going to kill him, but also, you're going to remember me. Good luck tonight.
All right, there's kind of the somewhat, we're not going to call it finished product, but after the press, that's what we come up with. Still got some cleaning up to do, but what we're going to do with this is take it down to about right there as far as this tubing. We're going to get rid of that. So the widest part of our Kydex on our flashlight's actually going to be right here for retention. So if I'm trying to pull this out of there, that's going to be a problem because this is pressed to this diameter and not this. So our retention will start about there. So we're just going to trim down this tubing, get rid of that. Would also just kind of frees up some real estate. So we'll end up with this little chunk here for our actual retention. And we're also going to basically ixnay all this up so we can mount our little retention system to it on the back, and we should be good to go. In theory, I guess we'll find out.
Saquon is that franchise tag, and in Dabo's mind, and everybody's eyes, you got the entire team back that was playing great football. Saquon, though, was not happy. feels like he has earned at least a long-term contract or a little bit more money than the franchise tag was. And then he puts out a video. He's clearly still training. He clearly is, right? And I would assume every time you play any of these reps, he's thinking to himself, one
that's
day
what we're
here's
left
some
with.
generational wealth. And that's why, you know, people, the franchise
We'll make this
tags
nice
a lot
and
of
pretty, and
people
we'll see how it
take
works.
money, okay?
All right, here's our finished product. It's not going to win any beauty pageants, but retention is there for what we're looking for. So let's toss it on the carrier, see what we think. All right, not bad. So we were able to get 3 rows of molly in there. So one issue you run into when you do the fold over technique is most of your pressure is on 1 row of molly. You'll get some movement and some play out of it. So sure, we get a little movement out of it, but not enough to where it's going to be bouncing and moving all over the place. But retention, I like. You can pop it back in pretty quick like, and it is tight enough to where it's not an issue. I was a little concerned with how short it ended up being, but to get the bell, which is the widest part down in our system right here where the actual retention matters, kind of had to shorten it up. It's just not going to work when you're sitting this high. So no, I think it's going to be good. And right next to all the other tools, right where it needs to be. It's not in the way of that press out for a draw. It's nice, it's uniform, it's out of the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments.